I hope by the end of the show, Michael Bisping beats the shit out of you.
It's probably going to happen.
It will be my favorite thing that's ever happened on any show ever.
Too.
So, yeah. So what are some conspiracy theories? Tripoli, give me a big one. Like flat
how
Earth.
bizarre
flat
do you
Earth.
want to go?
Flat fucking Earth. Convince me that the Earth is flat.
Hold on. You don't believe in flat Earth?
I don't believe not in flat Earth.
What?
No. But you seem like a somewhat,
not much.
Yeah, kind of put together guy.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, you dressed.
Barely.
You got a microphone. You know, you look like you're showering shit.
I
you
did
believe that
shower
the
and
Earth
shit
is flat
at the same time.
You believe the Earth is flat. Please explain to me.
I don't.
Like I'm a moron.
Okay.
How the fuck the Earth is flat? Because if you fly that way, you end up this way because you go around the Earth because it's a fucking circle.
Well,
Tripoli, choose your next words very
Why don't you just fly off into space?
I'll explain it to you because you are. No. I won't do it like her.
I'm going to start this by telling you a stupid little conspiracy joke. A Nazi, a Scientologist, a pedophile, and a Satanist.
Describe Legion of Skanks?
Hold on. Okay. A Nazi, a pedophile, a Satanist, and a Scientologist walk into a bar. What do? Create NASA. That's who invented NASA. So a Nazi invented von Braun on his fucking tombstone is a psalm, which is like 9:1, which is basically mentions the filament, which is the dome. Okay, I don't know if it's flat or if it's round.
Yes, you do. It's round, man.
Definitely round.
I don't know.
You do know for a fact.
I don't know.
100% round.
I've done none of the research.
Nobody's ever been able to explain to me why it's flat in any way ever.
No,
They can just explain
I'm
that.
being honest. I'm like, seriously,
not the flat
give
Earth
it to
guy,
me.
but I'm just going to tell you that the people who are telling you it's round, it's just, NASA is full of shit.
My brother-in-law is a pilot. He's a captain for Qantas
I'm
Airways.
telling you, brother.
He goes up there every fucking day.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
And you're
Why
like,
are you disrespecting his brother, bro?
But Sam.
That's why. So it's just, listen, dude. I get it, man. I get it.
What do you get? What do you get? What do you get?
People say, oh,
how are they
dude, it's gotta be
controlling
red.
this?
Well, dude, you got to think about this, man. All the information you get about space and everything else is from one source.
His brother.
His brother.
He knows what he's talking
I know,
about.
Sam, but if somebody you don't trust says like something, you know, it's like, hey, this is Black
NASA
Kurt.
I just love
sends
that
you all these pictures.
Sam's conspiracy was already framed in that Michael Bisping goes, well, listen, my brother tells me this is real, so what the fuck you want to say to my brother? You're going to call my brother a fucking liar? Tell me that.
There's a bunch of shit.
Okay.
Water always finds its level. The constellations, no matter what day it is, what day of the year it is, they're always in the same spot. It's just stuff like
You
it's
look at
not my
stars,
thing.
you
Yeah,
you gaze up at the stars.
it's not
What
my
a fucking,
thing.
what a
I'm telling you, if you had somebody who was
Sam started
really
wearing
into it,
astronomy
break it down,
glasses.
you'll be like, fuck. That's crazy.
All right, let me say this.
How about
let
this?
Let me try
dude?
to defend
so
you.
When
Hold on, let me.
No. Let him speak, 'cause I wanna hear this
When a boat goes
bullshit.
out, right? When a boat goes
I've
out.
argued with a couple people who are flat earthers before,
But
and
just
what
let's-
I've come to determine is that
They're
they
fucking
have-
idiots.
Well, a little bit, but that some of them. But they have thought a lot more about whether the Earth is flat or round than any of us have. And
That's
I realize
my whole
I
thing.
can prove to you that the Earth is round in 3 seconds. And then I realize they know way more about this than I do.
Yeah,
and they're like, well, this is how you would prove it. I'm like, I've
That's
never
true.
even
But that's
gone
the
that far.
problem
I
is
just take this as a
my
given.
argument. Here's my argument with it. Whoever's telling you, I think that most of the world, like myself, if tomorrow they were like, we've been bullshitting you guys, the Earth's flat, I'd go, okay.
cool.
Okay.
Exactly. That's why I don't care. It's not really my thing.
We were wrong the whole time. Remember when Pluto? They took Pluto off the map. Like
Yeah.
that's not a planet.
So like
And
the
they're
world's
all
flat.
right, who gives
the
a
Earth's
fuck?
flat, he
Never
goes,
on a
we
map.
gotta move. Like,
Yeah, but that's
okay.
everything. Dude, this guy's got a picture of a fucking guy who ran a pedophile satanic network. He's dead. Everyone's like,
But that's tangible.
who's gonna sing on
He's
the
got a
fucking
picture.
Masked Singer this week? Nobody gives a fuck about any of it. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Nobody really does give
All
a
right, so
shit.
give us one of the conspiracies that you
Well,
believe
what do you
in.
want? Bizarre or
Something you
somewhat
believe in.
real?
So convince me of one that I've heard that you really believe.
Hillary Clinton runs a satanic pedophile network that basically that at very high up, everybody at the highest levels of everything
Is
are all
that even a
blackmailed.
conspiracy?
Thank you.
You know, here's
Or
the
is
thing.
this just the 2016 election?
I think-
Sky is blue.
The shock words in that are always, I think, the problem with stuff like that.
Satanic pedophile network.
Satanic. It's when you've added satanic. It's like,
That was
are they
what Gas
wearing
Digital was gonna be
robes?
showing
Well, I mean,
whatever.
it's not really satanic. It's actually Black Cuba Saturn. It's this Saturnist thing. That's actually everything.
Right, more likely to me is just she's like a rich bitch who just doesn't care about making money off letting men fuck children. I get that, but to be like, and then they stand around with daggers around a fucking pentagram.
I'll tell you, that's a weird line to draw. You're like, I believe she runs a pedophile
I
ring,
believe there's
but you're gonna tell
Dave.
me that this bitch believes in
I don't
Satan?
think. No, I just don't think. I think people who do evil stuff, it's not always under
I
the
know,
guise of
alright.
like, it's like there's a goat head in their fucking
You ever
head. You know
see,
what I mean? Like that kind of shit.
You ever
like,
see like where they fucking and this is where they broke into the what's it called, the Bohemian Grove?
Yeah.
And saw them all like fucking doing those crazy satanic
owl
prayers.
Moloch.
There's Richard Nixon tapes that were released where Richard Nixon was talking about the Bohemian Grove, and they were like, "Oh, you went there, so what happens there?" And you know Nixon doesn't give a fuck, so he just talked, and he goes, "It was the shit I ever saw in my life." And it's amazing to hear political correctness. Richard, by the way, if you've never before, listen to the Richard Nixon tapes. It's a Legion of Skanks episode for you. It's like, it's the greatest thing ever.
So funny,
Richard Nixon, he's just like, let me tell you about the Jews, all right? They're a shifty bunch, but they do good business. Now, the thing about the blacks is they're also shifty, but no business sense. And it's the
Are the people in the background start
President of the
cheering?
United States.
Tricky dick.
He's
Tricky dick.
It's fucking incredible. And they asked him about the Bohemian Grove, and he says he went there. His quote from the president, it was the shit he's ever seen in his life.
Yeah.
And he got out of there and never went back. And so I'm not saying, I don't know what's fucking real and what's not.
I'm just letting the shit.
I think we should bring the troops home from Afghanistan.
For sure.
Let's be real. I'm saying that.
What the fuck just happened? Dave
Taking over this crowd.
Dave just turned this into a part of the problem episode before our very eyes. So, all right, Tripoli, give us another conspiracy theory that you believe that you can convince us. Convince us.
And something interesting this time.
Yeah.
What's a good conspiracy that you really believe in that you've gotten into in your show?
I believe that we're from this group of aliens called Anunnaki.
Oh, you believe in
created
that?
Are
us,
they
shit.
reptiles?
but they created reptiles to basically run us. And
Okay.
that's why all the elites are all related, dude. You know, you had Queen Elizabeth, super reptile, right? Super
Whoa.
reptile.
I don't claim her.
Yeah. That's your
Look, look
queen,
at that
bro.
super reptile, bro. I'm like,
Super
yeah, she
reptile.
is ugly
Hold
as
on.
fuck.
They're all
Correct me-
related. Like she
Correct
just
me
said,
if I'm wrong. I think I've read a little bit about this one. This is the ancient astronauts theory, right? The Anunnaki are from Nibiru,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
The
10th planet.
The 10th planet.
Yeah.
And they came here.
Created
when
us.
We were basically Stone Age, like
the fuck do
Neanderthal.
you
No,
know
no, no.
this,
We were
dude?
monkeys, bro.
Because I'm
Monkeys.
fucking-
Yeah. No, there's an old Chinese proverb which explains this. It's, you're out of your fucking mind, buddy. The fuck are you talking about? What
You
are you
really
do-
believe
Please,
this?
no. Break it down.
Yeah.
Please.
I do believe it.
Well, I was trying to give my neutral
appreciate
third
it.
party interpretation of what I think the theory is. So it's like if you look at every animal on the planet, there's obviously humans are like intelligence-wise a huge gap, Lewis accepted, but the rest of us a huge jump above the rest of the. And basically what they say is we were kind of just animals, and then the fucking Anunnaki came down and
Spliced
started
their genes
fucking
in with us.
humping, like on women.
Pyramids. Pyramids.
And, yeah.
Well, you know that, dude. You
yes,
know that.
that's. I think
No,
that's
I'm
part
like,
of it.
come on, we didn't build those either.
Yeah, but you know that they've never ever found any kind of pharaohs in those pyramids. Never,
I've never looked.
never. And each one of those pyramids are actually in a place on Earth as part of a natural energy power grid, dude. And that's what Tesla discovered. And
Ha,
they basically
fucking Elon
offload-
Musk.
Yeah, no.
Every
way
time
beyond
that
Elon
son of a
Musk.
bitch.
Way before him. So basically, they created us, and then they created a ruling class, and that ruling class is basically
Komodo dragons.
yes, Komodo dragons. And that's how we get it, man. And basically everybody's.
Where are the lizard people?
So, at what point is all this going to come into fruition? At what point they're going to say, "Hey, how'd you motherfuckers? We're taking over the earth."
2020. That's when it happens.
By the way, that is the plot description of the show V. They tried to reboot it a few years ago.
You're talking about
It was
V,
great.
the old school.
Yeah, the lizard
I love
people.
that show. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were lizards. You're
I
right.
loved it too. I didn't build a religion
Eat
off
the
it.
mice.
But, you know. I never joined some ninja Anunnaki clan.
Well, Jay, you can't join the Anunnaki. You're either one of them or you're not.
You're either lizard or you're not. Well,
Yeah,
I took a
come on.
23andMe report and it did not say Anunnaki. It did say I'm 100% that bitch.
30% Eastern European, 0 Anunnaki.
100%.
Damn it.
Get off my
bitch.
French fries. Sorry, you guys see she came at my fries. You saw that, everyone?
Nobody wants your napkin ketchup fries now, dude.
So yeah, look.
Clones.
Oh,
you believe
God.
This I, know
dude,
nothing
I don't know
about.
if the clones are real, but I don't think that's the real Paul McCartney. I think he died in a fucking car crash, and they
Wow.
replaced him.
Now you're gonna really offend Bisping. You don't talk about the Beatles.
Sorry, dog.
Fuck the
They
Beatles.
replaced him, dude.
That's
Are you-
the
are
one
you-
thing, dude.
Where do you get this from? No. Okay.
Yoko Ono?
What about this?
Eddie
What about this?
Bravo?
What about this? All right. So like, let's just say the flat Earth is correct. Okay. Oh, you
Yeah,
got
not
us.
my thing.
You got us. The flat Earth is correct.
Okay.
But you know all these conspiracies that none of us are aware of.
Okay.
We're all reptiles. We're all fucking what is it? Flat Earth.
Okay.
We're all pyramids.
Are there
what?
any
The
conspiracies
constellations
you believe in?
What? How,
Michael, your
how
leaders are
do you
reptiles.
know so
This
much
guy.
and we don't? You're so woke.
Well, it's just what
And
I
we're
do.
just living
Like,
it
how
in
do you
it-
know
in it-
jujitsu and boxing? Because that's what you study.
Because I'm not
right?
a pussy.
Right? So that's what I study. That's what I study.
Fight!
Oh, yeah.
Fight!
Yeah. Okay.
That'd be funny if
You left me hanging. I tried to give you a fist
he
bump.
put you in
Well,
arm bar
fuck
until
it,
you
I'll
admit
punch
the
you
earth
then.
is round. That's a funny tap. The earth's round. All right, I'll let
know,
you
bro.
go. I will.
You know, bro. Jesus didn't tap. Jesus was black.
Jesus was part.